Greetings and welcome to Cross of Wisdom. I have a short card reading for you today. We are really living a little bit in a wild time, right? And they will show a very clear mirror of what is happening in the moment. And I'm going to share now the screen so you can see it. The first card is taking up arms. So this is what you can see in the world. There is one big chaos. There is one fight. There is one deception after the other, where we cannot really see anymore what is happening and what is going on. There is so many informations. There's so much out there that, I mean, the most intelligent person must be confused in the moment. But this is also not a coincidence. This is important that it is happening because we need to get out of our head. And I was talking already that we actually have three brains in our body. There is one is the brain up here, and that is what is operating, that what is programmed, that is allowed also in schools and everything to brainwash people into the agenda of the dark ones. And this is also the point that they make us employees so that we work for others, and they don't really want you to have your own business, your own way to live. So they want to put you in that box of what is normal. And this is reflecting in the second card, the tree spirit Yakshi. So what is so important to understand in the moment is that there is normal and there is natural. So when we look at the fight and everything, what is going, this is the normal part. This is the brainwash. This is all what is happening in that head brain. But when we are moving into the heart brain or into the gut brain, which are both centers that are very important for our life. And the most important thing is actually that we bring them all together, that it's like a number 8, you know, the spiraling of the energy, which is the center in the heart. It's one loop coming up to the head, one loop going down to the gut, to the Dantian, that is the main power center in martial art, which is where your power is. That's where the energy is. So this kind of gut brain, this gives you the intuition. This is that little voice that whispers, and we also call it sometimes the gut, the instinct, you know. This is very important for our survival. Then the heart is the high heart that is connected with the divine. This is kind of the gateway into our divine being, to reconnect us with the divine that we are. Like, I am a divine being in this human body, having a human experience. Again, as you know, I have a hand, I have a nose, I have, you know, feet, whatever. This, you don't say I am my hand, you don't say I am my feet, but you say I am my body. Most people identify with their body, with their personality, but that's still not who you are. You are the being inside of the body that lends this body the energy to go through life, to experience for the divine self what it is to have an experience as a human in this costume on this stage that we are in the moment. So the Yakshi, the net, tells us to go back to nature. So come out of the norm, get out of normal and come into natural, where we have the sun and the moon, where we have polarity, where things grow organically, to be nature again and not norm. Norm is something that is given. Human beings create the norm and program you according to their norm, how you're supposed to behave, what you're supposed to do, what the education should be. But if you go into nature and you are connected with the three centers that are actually the real centers we have, and not the chakras, because you don't need to open and close anything. These centers are self-sufficient. This is what is coming into your body when you're born, these three centers, and you have the energy the whole life long. If you have things that centers that you are supposed to open and close, there is also negative energy and other things that can come in through these gates. So it doesn't make sense, because when we are born into this body, we are whole. We don't need to do anything like that. So once you align again with the natural state of your human body, to connect with the three different brains, to connect with nature, then we can start to feel again what life is about. And here we have the Scarlet Woman, which is the Empress in the Tarot cards. And that is like to reconnect to our creative ability, to bring back the creative center, the female aspect that we receive from the divine again, and naturalize it in the world as our creations. And whatever you want to create is up to you. So if you are in the state of consciousness here, to the fighting, take up arms, that means that you are based in fear. Because if you're based in love, you don't need to fight. So that fighting here, that is the opposite, is the male energy, the unresolved male energy, or the normal, in the norm, male energy that is taught to us that we need to fight. We need to fight for survival. There is not enough, so we need to grab stuff, hold it, hoard it, that we have enough. That's all. So you can see that also in the world, that we look in nature. For example, if you look at seeds, like I have one, we have 100 seeds or more. And I did actually slice a tomato, put it on the soil, and I had about, I don't know, 50 tomato plants coming up. So this is nature. Nature is absolute abundance. This is also what is represented by the Scarlet Woman, is absolute abundance. And this is what is happening here when you move in. And then the last card is actually not the card I was drawing, but it was the bottom of the pile. Because I think this is important to understand again, not understand, that see the halo here is pointing out the transition. So when we put away all the old stuff, and this is all connected to here, to the brainwash, when we cut that all off, then it becomes like the brain becomes empty, the brain becomes light, and we can move on through the skeleton. And I have also, there are other cards in the Dakini Oracle that show that actually quite clearly, that the moment we let go and we let that bone structure, the true knowledge, which also contains the structure and the DNA. And let me stop sharing and show you quickly another card that actually came up first when I was looking at something different. See, you have all those calls at the bottom, and on the top, you have a new world coming out. So we have to let go of all also our past lives, of what has been, to be able to absorb the knowledge. The knowledge absorbed through the heart is moving into wisdom. And the wisdom of experience, of what we have experienced, what many different lives of us have experienced in the past, then you here right now in the moment, you have not been your past lives. Your past lives have been an accumulation of more or less a personality that takes on some topics of other beings in the past that has not finished the business yet, taking over that unfinished business to work on it. So we are all interconnected, but I am not my past lives. So what is happening also in this lifetime with the new world coming up, this is also that our past lives kind of melt together, that the soul is kind of, it's difficult to express, deleting individual personalities, and you become at the end, the whole, you encompass the whole of this shift that we are going through. Now in this human stage, in the 3D, 4D that we are in a moment, it's not possible. And you know what? Nobody's in 5D yet. I know that you can, in meditation or in a consciousness, in a different consciousness, be there. But the moment we come back into our body, we function on this 3D level that we are in a moment. We come back, so we can go in and out and in and out. And this is like some people describe who had near-death experiences. When you are there, it's different. And when you come back, you can take the knowledge with you. But this is not anymore what you are or what you were on the other side. There is still a gap. But this is the gap that we're going to bridge very soon. I have a feeling this is not going to take that long anymore. So I hope this helps you a bit to understand the time quality in the moment. Just check with your gut, especially with your gut feeling. What is the right thing to do in the moment? What your body needs. It's also a healing of the body, a healing of our whole beingness that is happening in the moment, to move out of the brain into the heart and into the gut, to bring these three centers together so that we have no more questions what way we have to walk. Because again, I said it before, we are now on a timeline in a way where everything comes together, but it's already kind of a separation of those who fight and those who don't. We have already that slow gap coming up from the higher and the lower timeline. Many of us are still bridging it, so that there are people who are actually quite close to awakening, still can wake up and move on to a higher timeline. So what I recommend in the moment is give up the old lifestyle, give up the old program. And when I say give up, I mean up, literally. Give it up to what you call the angels, what I call my upstairs team, to take care of when I know I don't need it anymore, when there are still programs working. So I give it up. I ask my upstairs team to take care of it so it can go. And whenever you have physical symptoms in the moment, which is also very often, I also have started acupuncture in the moment. I work too much on the computer. And so it's very good if you go for all kind of natural ways how you can move into a more healthy body, healthy existence. Don't take that chemical stuff that you find in pharmacies, because the side effects will bring you problems. But there's so many herbs. There's massage, as I said, acupuncture. There are homeopathy and just natural herbal medicine. I'm sure you will find something that will suit you. Okay, if you like it, I don't say that much. Give me a thumbs up. I'm really not into advertisement, but I really appreciate it also. And thank you those who did buy me a coffee. It's very much appreciated. I see you very soon again when I do my moon reading. So for now, okay, I say goodbye for a couple of days and see you soon again. Thank you.